Happy Sunday, everybody. My name is Lily. I am super excited to be here with you all. It is actually a pre-recording today because the staff and a ton of people from Unlock, including some of our friends online, are in Arkansas serving at the Dirt Surfers one-wheel race. I'm super excited, though, because this is going to be a unique morning for those of you who are tuning in. You'll probably see our names in the chat because we want to say hi to you still, all the way from Arkansas. I'm not alone. Holly is here with me today.
I am. Good morning, everybody.
This is fun. So we're pre-recording. We can go to the full screen just so that we can chat together. They can
It's
see
always
us.
fun when we just get to sit and chat.
I know. Holly made us iced coffee.
Yay.
So we're in Arkansas right now serving, but that doesn't mean that we're not here online.
Right? We'll be in the chat for sure, saying hello to everybody.
Yeah, so make sure you jump in the chat right now, say hi, where you're watching from, and we will be in the chat as well saying hi to you all. But it's super exciting because we are going to play a teaching, Holly, from Scott, who isn't always just in this podcast style. He's also speaks on stages often, right?
Yeah. In many different places he's gotten to do this. So this is one back from a while ago on a different set. And he's speaking all about discipline.
So on the topic of discipline, I know that summertime routines change, right, Hall?
Always. I mean,
like the most obvious one is
do you
what?
even have a routine?
Yeah, do you even have one? What's the most obvious one for most families?
Well, I think kids are out of school.
Out of school.
And so you're adjusting to them being home with you or, not needing to do their schoolwork, however you want to look at it. So then that affects every moment of the day.
Yeah. So what do you think is an obstacle for some families that lack discipline in the summertime other than just the schedule changing?
Oh, man. An obstacle is just like staying on top of like getting things done, or just like even like for mamas that need to be in a routine, it's very difficult because then they get a little bit frazzled because they're not in routine, but they might have to still be working. And kids, where are your kids going? Like, do bedtimes change? Like all of those things when it comes to kids. But I think as adults, you naturally want it to change as well, but you still have a work schedule and your kids have a different schedule, so you may not be able to change your work schedule as much. So there's lots of obstacles to try to get through and being disciplined in the summer when just your schedule changes.
Yeah, and I know if you are a student, so if you're a middle schooler or high schooler, even college age, where your summer does look really different, but if there's one word that can describe it, it's freedom, right, Holly?
Oh, totally. Or
so
at least
much.
You think it's freedom.
You think it's freedom. So much newfound freedom where you think you'll just be able to lay on the beach all day if you're from a sunny place, or like do whatever you want with your friends, right?
Not have to have any obligations or anything like that.
Yeah, so this is for you too, those of you who have somewhat of a freer summer. What does the discipline look like for you this summer if you're a student? I get to hang out with our students a lot at Unlock, and I want you guys to figure out where should I be disciplined this summer? What should that look like instead of it just being a free-for-all, eating what you want, going to sleep when you want? So this is going to be really good for all of us, I think.
I think so too. And just being able to remember that it's important to still keep those disciplines in our life in multiple areas and not just think, oh, well, it's the summer, no big deal. But it's good to just have that discipline of just getting up every day and getting things done and having that in our own life, our own self-check system. So
yeah, I think it'd be fun right now. Put in the chat one area you want to be more disciplined in this summer.
Ooh.
Create a goal, because by the end of the morning, after we worship and after we hear this teaching, I think we can commit fully to that goal and make it our goal for this summer as we head into it. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, let's hear it. We want to know what they are. It could be something that you think might be very small, something that might be a huge challenge that you want to see over the summer, whatever it may be. Let us know in the chat for sure. We'd love to try to even encourage you throughout the summer as that schedule changes.
Yeah, we'll be thinking of our discipline goal too. So after the teaching, Holly and I will come back. We'll share ours. Okay, so we got to think on it. But before we do that, let's give you guys a time to really get your head in the mode of, God, what do you want to say to me today? What am I going to do about it regarding discipline? Not a fun topic, but it's a topic that Jesus speaks on about making us better and making us more like him, which is the ultimate goal. So we're going to play Good Grace, because how many of us know we need grace when it comes to discipline?
Every day. We'll
fail in it for sure. So this is a good reminder. So listen to this, worship along. If you're new around here and you're like, what's going on? I just want to hear Scott speak because he's cool. Stick around. think about what discipline means, and then we will be right back before we intro Scott. Okay, so we'll be right back. Check out Good Grace right here.
Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's worship together. Let's sing. Come on. People come together, strangers, neighbors, our blood is one, children of generations, of every nation, of kingdom come. So don't let your heart be troubled. Hold your head up high, don't fear no evil. Fix your eyes on this one truth. God is madly in love with you. So take courage, hold on, be strong. Remember where our help comes from. Oh, 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 come on, let's sing together, Jesus. Jesus, our redemption, our salvation is in His blood. Jesus, Lord of heaven, friend forever, His kingdom come. So don't let your heart be troubled. Hold your head up high, don't fear no evil. Fix your eyes on this one truth. God is madly in love with you. So take courage, hold on, be strong. Remember where our help comes from. All come together, come together.
Swing wide, all ye heavens. Let the praise go up as the walls come down. All creation, everything with breath, repeat the sound. All His children, clean hands, pure hearts, good grace, good love. His name is Jesus. Swing wide, all you heavens. Let the praise go up as the walls come down. All creation, everything with breath, repeat the sound. All His children,
So good. I love that song. What a great way to get the morning started.
Yep.
I'm super excited for this teaching, and it's a unique one, right, Holly? Where is this coming from?
It is. This teaching is back from when at our time in Florida, and we're at a student camp, so high school, middle school during this. So you're going to hear the young people for sure.
Yes.
As Scott is teaching in this. So this is just a great time that we would try to challenge the young people in a crammed week of much like the challenge camp that's coming up this summer. So this is one of those teachings from there, and it's awesome. So get excited when you hear those young people cheering when Scott's teaching.
And I think one cool thing is that most of you will appreciate if you are online every single Sunday, or even if you know Scott, he is the same. And no matter how old this is, and it's really not that old, but it's just fun to see that like what he values and what he encourages us to do in our everyday life, it's always been the same for him, which is something I value for myself. I want to be the same everywhere I go in every season. And I just think this is a really good example of that.
Yeah, and it's great. And he lives this, he breathes this, the discipline, this is the way he does it in this teaching you're going to love because he tries to bring it to life for you. So check it out.
What is strong? Is it muscle or something more? Is it measured in miles or milliseconds? Is it your best time or your worst day? Maybe strong is just what you have left when you've used up all your weak.
How we doing? Welcome to the training with Scott Mendenhall tonight. If you're a first-time guest, I do not normally come out here and ride a bike, okay? I, however, am training for an Ironman to ride with Lance Armstrong, which I'm pretty excited about doing May 20th. Yeah, please cheer me on. I brought some boys out here with me tonight that are pedaling with me. I got Jay on my right, your left. Back there's Willie in the yellow. We got George right here, and then we got Nivio right there. They're all competing right now to race to see who can put the most miles on over the next 20 minutes. I, however, have to be able to talk, so I cannot. I'm going to try to compete, let's be honest. Let's just shift it a little bit there. I can't be losing nothing. Anyways, want to talk about discipline today. Most of you guys, when I say that, you're like, yeah, I get spankings all the time, and it's not that fun. You can hear them spinning back there, right? They're picking it up. They don't want to lose. My money is on Nivio, though, right here. Oh, we got a few people with Jay. Nivio's the guy that I talk about who takes me out and trains me, abuses me. Yesterday we did 20 miles of hills, up and down, just pounding the gears. It was brutal, but he laughed the whole way, just the way we went. Okay, enough of the cycling and stuff. I want you to answer this question. If you could do anything, money not an option, okay? Your dream job, college, what would it be? What would you do? What is it that you want to be? Hey, think about that for a second. Some of you might not even know it. Think about it for a moment. What is it? If you could do anything, what would you be? All right? Now I want you to share it with your neighbor. Tell your neighbor really quick what you want to be. What is it you want to be? Okay. Now I want some of you to shout it out one at a time. What do you want? What do you want to be? Maybe you missed the one at a time thing because that just sounds like blah, blah, blah. Okay, right here, what do you want to be? What? Yeah, what do you want to do? Be? A veterinarian? No, you said a missionary? Missionary, okay. Right here. NBA basketball player, all right? How about right here? You got a U.S. Coast Guard? Wow, very nice. How about right here? An author. Well, awesome. Right here. A what? A neonatologist? I'm surprised I could say that and ride a bike at the same time. What is that? It's babies, newborns, preemies. Thank you. Way back there, you're going to have to yell. A what? An NFL trainer. An NFL trainer. That's awesome. Okay. A few more. Skateboarder, I got it. All right, how about right here? Well, right. Yeah. A what? A psychologist. Have you figured me out yet? That's your first project. When you do that, you'll be successful. Okay, last one. A student pastor. Wait, who said no? All right, right there. A princess. Okay. For those that I didn't get to, you've got it. You know what you're saying. You've already said it to somebody, hopefully. But you answered the question. If you could do anything, what would you do? We heard it from basketball, skateboarder. I'm just going to summarize: baby, worker, NFL, trainer. We got missionary. We got youth pastor. We got some awesome things. Here's the question that you got to ask yourself: what is it that you're doing right now to get there? I hear a lot of people. I don't need you to answer it to me. You need to answer it yourself, because I hear a lot of people tell me what they want to do and what they want to be, but they aren't doing anything to get there. They dream of being an NFL trainer, a veterinarian, a missionary, but they don't do anything to get there. They think at some point somebody's going to knock on their door and say, "Hey, is there an NFL trainer in this house? Because we were really looking for one." Man, Michael Jordan knocking on Chris's door here. "Oh man, is there an NBA basketball player in here? Because we're down one tonight in the game and we need one." It doesn't happen like that. You've got to put yourself in the spot where you are working for it, where you're training yourself. I'm on the bike here pedaling. The only way I can sit up here and talk to you while pedaling at 34 miles an hour is I train. I ride this bike all the time. On the weekend, did like 83 miles on Saturday. Rode from here to the beach. Nivio tricked me that morning and said, "Hey, we're gonna ride like 50." And then he's like, "Let's go down to the beach." So we went down to like Deerfield and back. That's a hike. It wasn't exciting the whole time. I mean, I don't know if you've ever paid attention to the seat that you sit on these things. It's like a piece of wood with like leather on it. It's not really conducive for comfort. It's not like something I'd like to sit on and watch TV, if you know what I mean. It hurts a little bit. But the only reason I can stand up here and do this, or I should say sit up here and pedal, is I train. I have used the word that you don't like to hear, discipline. I have done that. The question is, are you doing that in your life to get to your dreams? Or are you sitting out there thinking that, man, if I hope, I'll get there? I've heard people say, I want to learn Spanish. I want to be this. I hear people saying that. Then I ask them, what are you doing to do it? And when they tell me nothing, then I say, you don't really want to do that. If you want to be what you're saying you want to be, you got to do something to do it. It just is not going to happen. You cannot blame it on somebody else why it didn't happen. It frustrates me when we got young people that say, "Oh, I didn't get to do that because my mom and dad, or my brother or sister, you don't know where I live." And we have excuses why we don't do what we said we wanted to do. The bottom line is, you lack discipline. This generation needs discipline. Pastor Troy, the lead pastor here at Potential Church, awesome lead pastor. His wife tweeted the other day, And I loved it. I was like, man, this is awesome. You can have the pain of discipline today or the pain of regret tomorrow. You can have the pain of discipline yourself to go after your dream and what you want to be, or you can have the pain of regret tomorrow. Either way, you're going to have pain. I told you a bit ago, riding 80-some miles is painful. It's not enjoyable. What is enjoyable is after the fact that I do it, I don't have to worry about guilt. I don't have to go, oh man, I have that race in Orlando with Lance Armstrong, and if I don't train, I'm not going to do very good. I don't have to worry about that. I'm disciplining myself. I have the pain of discipline today, so I don't have the pain of regret. So either way, young people, you're going to have pain. It's just which one is easier to manage. I have to say it's the pain of discipline. To wake yourself up early, to read that book, to study, to go after your dream, go to the right school, to get to good grades. You know, some of you guys say, oh man, I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a veterinarian. All these things hinge on you performing well in school. And you think it doesn't matter. Here today to tell you it matters. You're going to have the pain of discipline today or the pain of regret tomorrow. Which pain do you want to manage? It's awesome. In Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11, it says this. No discipline is enjoyable while it happens. It's painful. But afterwards, there will be a painful harvest. I'm thinking of pain. But afterwards, there will be a peaceful harvest of right living for those who train this way. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. No discipline is enjoyable while it's happening. The Bible's saying it's painful. It admits that it's painful. But it says this, afterwards there will be a peaceful harvest of right living for those who train in the right way. If you train the right way, if you train the way you're supposed to train, if you dig in and deal with the pain, you'll get the results you want. Most of the time, you don't get the results you want because you don't do the right thing to get the results. You just hope it's going to happen. And young people, dreams don't come to fruition on hopes. They come to fruition on hard work, discipline, dedication, and determination. Do you have any of that in you? And I'm not telling you you don't. I'm asking you to ask yourself that question. When I was growing up, I grew up outside of Chicago. There are lots of cornfields. And in the spring, about now, they till the land and they plant little corn seeds. Put it in the ground, put the dirt back over it, and then they water it, they de-weed it, and in the fall, they harvest it. I know here in South Florida, you don't harvest much of anything, really. The only thing I've ever seen grown around here is orange trees. And you don't harvest those. I don't know what you do with oranges. You pick them? Okay, anyways, moving on. Harvest time comes around and they harvest the corn. And when they harvest the corn, they put one seed in the ground, but they got 100 times more back because the ear of corn has 100 times the amount of corn seeds on it. I think of that when I read, okay, if you're disciplined to do the right things, to have the right training in your life, I'm not speaking to just riding a bike. I'm speaking of reading, studying, right attitude, the right mindset, discipline to sit up and not fall asleep, the discipline to be able to control yourself, then you reap a harvest greater than the work you put in. How do I know this? Because the Bible says so. So what is self-discipline? We're talking about what is self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to get yourself to take action regardless of your emotional state. How many girls in here would admit you're emotional? Some girls don't have their hands up. I'm alarmed. I am alarmed for those girls. Guys, if you're sitting next to a girl that did not put her hand up, stay away from her. She's dangerous. She doesn't know that she's an active bomb right now. You got to realize, girls, you are emotional, okay? That's okay. It's not a bad thing as long as you have self-discipline to do the right thing, to take the right action, regardless of your emotional state. Most of the time, though, it's based upon how we feel in the moment we make our decisions. It's the whole dating on and off thing. You know, you got 1 minute you got a boyfriend, and I see guys do it as well. Guy gets mad at a girl. You didn't text me when you got home. I'm so angry at you right now. We're breaking up. And you break up. 2 days later, you're back on again. Oh, your eyes are so beautiful. I want you back, baby. And then you get back together, and then she breaks up with you because you farted that one time in the middle of a movie and it wasn't pleasant and it's just over. And on, because all those decisions are based upon what you felt, the emotions you felt in the moment. You didn't feel loved. Man, if that's how it always works, that's scary. Because I'll tell you what, when I first got married, on the day of my marriage, man, I felt love. I was like, whoa, I'm feeling love. My wife's hot. My wife, I mean, she had plucked her eyebrows. She did her hair up. She had like minty fresh breath. I was like, dang, this is awesome. Like, next day we woke up and it was like a rat had nested in her mouth or something. And she came over and was like, hey, baby, how you doing? And blew up all up in my face. And it was like, ugh. I just kind of puked a little bit because I didn't feel loved. I was like, oh, where'd that minty fresh breath go that you had yesterday? I thought that's how it was. I didn't feel the same love I felt the day before. That didn't mean, because I didn't feel it, that I just said, okay, I'm done, and just cut it off. I didn't say, I'm out of here. What I said was, man, I love her. I'm basing my decision not upon how I feel, but because of what I know and what the Bible says. So self-discipline is to be able to get yourself to take action regardless of your emotional state. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could simply get yourself to follow through on your best intentions, your best ideas. How many have ever had this intention? You get a homework assignment. It's due at the end of the semester. I'm going to go home today and I'm going to start on it right now. Anybody ever been there? How many actually follow through on that to start it when you get home? Thank you for being honest. I remember that, man. I get home, I'm going to do that right now. I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. And then I procrastinate, and it's the night before it's due. I'm like, holy crap. Mom, I just found out about this paper that's due tomorrow. It's like 14 pages. It's got to be single-spaced. I don't know what I'm going to, I freak out. Anybody with me on that, or am I the only one? Okay. Imagine if you could get yourself to do what you intend to do. Because you guys are going to be motivated after this. You intend to wake up tomorrow. You intend to get disciplined. You intend to go after your dreams. But can you do that? It's like the people that say, man, I'm overweight, I gotta lose weight. And they actually do it. You know how impressive that is when you meet somebody and they go, man, I was 200 pounds overweight. And you're like, what? Where did it all go? You're like, I just decided, man, I was overweight. Or the person that wants to put on 10 pounds and man, I used to look like Scott Mendenhall, really scrawny. But then I put on muscles and bulked up. Look at me, what? How'd you do that? I got disciplined. It is the tipping point when you reach self-discipline. That's what puts you over the edge. Some of you are missing it. I always look at discipline as freedom. Discipline is freedom. Some of you are going, no way, I don't believe that. Discipline means I'm missing out on some things. Discipline means I don't get all the things I want. That's fine, you can disagree with it. You're not the only one that disagrees with it. For many people, discipline is a dirty word that is equated with the absence of freedom. In fact, the opposite is true. The undisciplined are slaves to, check this out, if you're not disciplined, the undisciplined are slaves to moods, appetites, and passions. And in the long term, the undisciplined lack the freedom that comes with possessing particular skills and abilities. Okay, so how do I get freedom when I'm stuck on a bike? Here's the freedom. People think like I'm just naturally skinny all the time. I ride hundreds of miles. This Saturday, Nivea and I are going on a 100-mile bike ride. I mean, that's a lot. We'll burn like 3,500 calories in that one setting, just down and back, okay? A couple nights ago, we rode 50 miles and I was starving. I called Holly on the way home. I was like, babe, put a pizza in. I'm going to eat that whole thing when I get home. I got home. DiGiorno's. I'm a fan of DiGiorno pizza. Woo! No more delivery for me, DiGiorno's. Anyways, I come home, smelled the DiGiorno's, and I just pounded the whole thing. I didn't share one bit with Holly. I was like, nah, you're going to have to put one in for yourself. I downed the whole pizza. Then I had an entire chicken breast salad, down that. I had a recovery shake, down that. I had a Snickers, down that. It was frozen, mind you, best way to eat a Snickers. And then I had, some of you know what I'm talking about. And then I had some cookies. That was what I had. I didn't have to worry about it going straight to my hips or anything because, man, I had discipline. I knew tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up and ride the bike, run, or swim, and it's all going to be gone anyways. discipline brought me freedom. I could eat whatever I want. That's awesome. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, my hips are getting bigger. I don't have to worry about that because I have discipline. I'm not saying I'm the best disciplined person ever. I'm not saying I got it all figured out. What I am saying is that I read the scriptures and it talks about being disciplined. I want to be that. So self-discipline involves acting according to what you think instead of how you feel in the moment. All of it involves sacrificing the pleasures and thrills of the moment for what matters the most. Therefore, self-discipline drives you to, when you have self-discipline, here's 4 things that self-discipline drives you to do. Work on an idea or school project past the initial rush of the idea. To go to the gym when all you want to do is lie on the couch and watch TV. Anybody ever been there before? You're struggling, I want to be on the couch. I don't want to go outside and play. I've been there tons of times. How about wake up early to work on yourself? Read books, read the Bible, pray, work out, or study. It's funny how people think you come home and, Mom and Dad, I got an F. Did you do everything you could do to not get an F? Absolutely. Did you study for the test? What do you define study, Mom? Like I brought home the paper. No, did you really study? That takes discipline. It's to say no when all you want to do is go out with your friends instead of working on getting better. There have been tons of times I've had to turn down hanging out with people because I needed to train. I remember when I was learning the guitar, people would go see movies and I was like, I can't go. I got to learn the guitar. Having discipline to do what I said I wasn't going to do, to act on it. Self-discipline involves acting according to what you think instead of how you feel. If you base everything on how you feel, young people, your life will be a roller coaster. Some of you have parents that frustrate you because they react on how they feel instead of how they think. If they wake up cranky, everyone's cranky. If they wake up depressed, everyone else has got to be depressed. Young people, you cannot and you will not get very far in life if everything is dictated on how you feel. Now, to the person that sits out there and you say, man, I hate discipline. Discipline is a bad word. I don't want to do it. Check out what it says in Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid. Not my words, the Bible. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid. It's the person that can discipline loves it. Doesn't mean that they love the pain, but they understand that the results they want in life is because of discipline. They love knowledge. They love to grow. They love to get smarter and wiser, the Bible says. But whoever hates it, hates discipline, they're stupid. They're missing it. They're not getting the most out of life. They're not reaching their full potential. They're not going to change the world because they're lacking discipline. Young people, it's time for you to step up and get discipline. It's time for you to stop sitting on the couch watching TV and get up and do something with your life. Yeah, that's right. Somebody can clap for that. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 17 says, whoever heeds discipline shows the way to life, but whoever ignores correction leads others astray. It's the people, they crack me up. I'll be talking to them and I'll tell them what I did. Like today, for instance. This was my morning. I woke up at 5 a.m. I came to a book study at church. It was awesome. Book study got done at 7. Got to be in the office at 8:30. Strapped on my running shoes. Ran 8 miles. Came back. Wiped the sweat off. No shower. Put on my clothes. Sat at my desk. Ate like 5 eggs. And worked. Lunchtime rolls around 12:15. I left. I ran up to the pool. Swim 1.2 miles in the pool. Got back here. Worked in the office. Now I'm sitting up here, and right now I'm at 12 miles. I don't know where these boys are. Putting a little bit of pressure on them. I rode 12 miles in here. Not possible if I do not have discipline in my life. I'm trying to be an example to you guys saying, hey, find out where your limit is and live there. Find out what God created you to do and live there. You know what you got right now. You know what you get out of life, where you are at. Find your limit and go there, because that's where you're going to get the most out of life. Whoever heeds discipline shows the way to life, how to get the most out of life. Whoever ignores correction leads others astray. Is the person that I talk about what I just did, and they're like, oh yeah, I had a bowl of ice cream and watched TV, and look, I'm still skinny. It's those people that don't heed correction or discipline, they lead others astray because they look and go, I can do that too. I'd much rather be the guy that says, hey, this is how you do discipline. So if you want more discipline, what do you got to do? It's like lifting weights. Start a little at a time. Over time, you'll get stronger. The first Olympics way back in the day, first Olympics back in Greece where they didn't wear any clothes in the Olympics. Just a small note for you. Weird, I know. Stop visualizing that. That's bad. There was a guy, he was a weightlifter. He goes in, he's really a little guy, but he makes it for his area of Greece. He shows up and totally gets obliterated. There's not a chance he's going to win, and he doesn't. They send him home, they're laughing at him like, bro, you're pathetic. They probably didn't say bro, because I can't picture somebody in Greece using the word bro. Whatever they would say in Grecian. I don't know what they speak in Greece either. Or maybe I should look that up. Anyways, and no one in the crowd is helping me. Cool. Greek, thank you. Gosh, just letting me up here pedaling and sweat my brains out and not helping a guy. Goodness me. Okay, so the Greek, they said something in Greek that sounded something like bro, but probably not bro, and said, you're no good. You're never going to be anything. You're too little. Little Greek guy, the Grecian, went home, and he bought himself a calf. I don't know what they call calves in Greece, so I would tell you. Or Greek, whatever. I'm lost and confused. Guy, Greece, speaks Greek. I get it now. Buys a cow, little calf, and he goes out every day to feed the thing. When he goes out to feed it, he starts bench pressing it, lifting it, little by little. It's like, 50 pounds. Then the next day, 51 pounds. Next day, 55 pounds. He does this over like 40 years. The cow weighs like tons, like thousands of pounds, and he's out there lifting the thing every day, not missing a day. Over time, the small thing, he started out very little, became where he went back to the Olympics, and he kicked everybody else's butt. And his strategy was just lifting the cow, little by little. Guys, you're not going to be able to go and get on a bike tomorrow and ride 100 miles. Neither did I when I first started. I rode like 3 miles. When I first started running, I ran like 1 mile. Not even that. I walked like half of it. Everybody imagines that you just start out running 100. No, it's little discipline at a time. The cool thing about God, no matter who you are and what you've done in life, he hooked you up already. It says in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, he says this, for the Spirit God has given us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. Read it one more time for the guy or girl that wasn't listening. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, weak, shy, or embarrassed, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. God has equipped you with self-discipline. It's time for us to activate the self-discipline. It's time for us tomorrow to wake up and read the Bible. It's time to wake up tomorrow and make decisions based upon what we know and not what we feel. It's time tomorrow to wake up and study for that class. It's time for us to change our habits. If you continue to do the same thing, expecting different results, it will never happen. It's time to change. It's time to tell this world that this generation will no longer be the undisciplined generation, but a generation that we tell them, watch us. Watch us be disciplined. Watch us have power. We will no longer be shy or sit down. Young people, it is inside you. I dare you to unlock it and become disciplined to change your life and your world. Let me pray for you guys. God, I pray for every young person in this room right now. I pray as they're sitting out there and they're watching a bunch of guys pedaling, that it inspires them to be disciplined, to be inspired that, man, the Bible talks about us being disciplined, that it's inside us. May we become a generation that pursues you first and foremost, that we wake up 2 minutes early and read the Bible, that we read the Bible before we go to bed, that God, it is about you and about us going after our potential. The young people that have dreams and aspirations to doing great things, equip them right now to do that. May they go after it with everything they got inside them. In your name, amen.
That was awesome. I hope you guys are inspired. Oh my gosh, I bet they love that.
Who's going to go buy a bike?
I know. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we did promise them to give our discipline goal for the summer. Hopefully you have yours. If you came in late, we challenge you all that are watching, create a goal to be disciplined this summer. One goal, that might be like run once a week or go on a walk every day. Mine's going to be run twice a week.
Woohoo!
In addition to my schedule. So that I'm not putting like mileage on there. Like
Just to get
mile
out and run.
twice a
Okay.
week or like run with Jordan 4 miles, whatever he's doing. So that'll be my goal in
Okay.
addition to my workout routine.
Okay, that's tough. Mine's going to be to get outside every day. And I often, for some reason, that's a struggle for me to get outside every day because there's just always tasks to be done inside my home. So I'm going to try to keep those tasks inside my home going, dishes, laundry, all those things, but then be outside at least every day
Love it.
for an hour.
Yeah. And you might feel like it seems like, oh, that seems so easy, but it should be somewhat of a struggle for you to be like, okay, that's my goal for the summer. I'm doing this. So hopefully you have yours. I'm super excited that you guys tuned in with us. We want to give you guys a chance to partner with us as a church. This is an opportunity for you guys to be obedient in what God asks with tithing and then giving above and beyond that. Holly, will you explain that a little bit and then tell them how we do it?
Sure. It's super easy. Like Lily said, we want to give you the opportunity to be obedient to what the word says and for, you and your relationship. So you wrestle that out and what you're, to give. You can even look up scripture of what exactly all of that means. We can help you with that too. But in order to give, we make it super simple. You're going to text the word to text unlock, the word unlock to 77977, and it's going to prompt you. It'll give you a link, walks you all the way through it. It's super, super simple. So you can also go to our website. It's unlockchurch.com, and you can give there as well. So make it easy for you.
And also at unlockchurch.com, you can see all of our upcoming events. We are a church who does not want to stay put or just stay on a screen. We have things for you, no matter where you live, all throughout the summer, okay? 2 of those things are summer camps. This is something that even some of our families from online, Holly, have flown out to do.
And it is worth it.
Yes.
It is an awesome opportunity for you to be part of the local community here. So it is so worth it. If you can make it to our in-person camps, we'd love to have you.
That's right. So we have our first camp this June 24th through the 28th. It's Unlock Summer Camp. And you can see that there. Sign up now at unlockchurch.com/unlocksummercamp. It's for kids age 4 through 12. But if you're coming out from somewhere not in Minnesota and you are bringing your kids to participate, you can volunteer too. So be sure to sign up to volunteer as well on that same page. And then we also have the challenge camp, which is happening this July. I'm super excited for this. 22nd to the 26th, middle school and high schoolers, get signed up for this. Get your plane ticket, whatever you need to do. Yes, you don't want to miss this. It's going to be so much fun. Our students love this camp. So it's going to be a great summer. If you are a one-wheeler and you want to come out to one of our Scott Mendenhall and Friends group rides, when's the next one, Holly? June what?
June 7th? Is it?
June 2nd.
June 2nd.
It's July 7th, which you were right.
July
if I asked
7th.
for
I
July.
knew there was a 7 in there. June 2nd is the next one.
Yes, and this month was awesome. We had such a great turnout, so we're looking forward to, in just 2 weeks from today, doing our June group ride.
The food was amazing. If
Yeah.
you brought food out, thank you. It was so good.
I agree. So be sure to bring a side dish if you're coming. And don't forget, next weekend is Memorial Day weekend. So no matter where you're watching, if you're going up to the cabin or if you're somewhere else in the world, you can tune in and watch with us live. So be sure to do that. Jump in the chat. Thank you all for hanging with us today. Holly, did you have fun?
It's always so fun. It's always fun to hang out with Lily,
I
right?
agree.
It's so great.
Well,
Thank you guys for being here.
It's fun to be here. I am super excited to be back with you all next week. We will see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye.